Part 3, Scorecard Web Platform Training. In this session, we will look at the Action Tracker functionality of the web platform. In this session, we will cover an introduction to the Action Tracker, how to create an action, how to update an existing action, how to use the Excel template to add new actions or modify existing actions. How this course works. As in previous sessions, you will have to open a new window and log into the Scorecard web platform. You will be navigating back and forth between the training video and the web platform. When you see this screen, pause the video and go to the Scorecard web platform to repeat what you have learned. Return to the video and click play when you are ready to continue. For the Action Tracker session, it is important that you use the demo site, as you would not want to create an action for a real person. To access the demo site, use new.demoscorecard.org with the username user_1 and the password 123456. You can now pause this video and log in to the demo site in a new window. Introduction to the Action Tracker. The fifth button in the center set of options is the Action Tracker. The Action Tracker is an online management tool used to assign and track actions that address underperforming indicators in the scorecard. When the scorecard highlights a problem, the data should be used to inform actions. Those actions can be added and monitored in the online Action Tracker tool. The system automatically sends notifications on overdue and approaching deadlines to action owners. It does this via emails and through SMS texts on a mobile phone. The notifications are sent the day the action is created, 7 days before the deadline, 1 day before the deadline, and every 7 days after the deadline has passed if an action item has not been marked as completed. The frequency of notifications can be adjusted by an administrator if needed. The Action Tracker gives managers at all levels access to real-time information on activity progress, which is color-coded for easy identification of pending actions. An action is red if there has been no progress, yellow if there has been some progress, or green if the action has been achieved. This allows managers to systematically follow up when there is little or no progress on an action. The Action Tracker is accessible on the web platform, but you can also access it on a mobile phone or tablet through the Country Scorecard app. How to create an action. Let's take a look at how to manage actions. The menu for the Action Tracker is on the right side on the panel. You will notice there are 3 items: Comments, Manage Action Items, and Import. To add a new action or edit existing actions, click on Manage Action Items. To add a new action, click on the plus. To edit an existing action, click on the pencil. An administrator will also be able to delete an action. Let's add a new action. Click on the plus first, and this will open up a new window labeled New Action Item. The first thing you must do is select the location where the action must be implemented. If I click on this menu bar, I will see the country name up top and then the regions within the country. Let's pretend that I wanted to add an action within a district of Region A. The first thing I must do is select Region A, and then I must click again on the bar to display the districts. I can now select a district. The next thing one must do is select a deadline for this action. By when must the action be implemented? Click on the calendar button and select a date in the future. In this example, I have selected November 27th, 2020. Next, you must select an owner responsible for coordinating the action and reporting on the status or progress of the action. You can click on the drop-down menu to select an owner. In this example, I will select User 1 as the owner of the action. As mentioned before, action owners will receive automatic messages informing them that they are responsible for the action and reminding them of approaching or overdue deadlines. If you cannot find the name of a user in this dropdown, that likely means the person does not have an account to the system. A national or subnational administrator will be able to add their account. In the bottleneck field, it is possible to include a description of what the issue is. In the bottleneck field, it is possible to write what the issue is. What is the root cause of the problem that is causing the underperformance? In the action description section, the actions entered should be specific, measurable, and realistic. They should also describe the process, not the end result. For example, if there's an issue with data quality, the action should not be improve the quality of data. Yes, we know that the data quality should be improved, but how is this going to be achieved? Improving data quality is the end result, but the action should actually describe how the owner is supposed to achieve improving the data quality. Keep this in mind as you are developing actions. The next field is to put a stakeholder or collaborator. Oftentimes, partners or other stakeholders are involved in implementing actions. It is possible to include them in this list. If there is community engagement, tick the box. In this bar, you will be able to update the status of the action. If there is a new action being added today that is due in the future, for example, November 26, 2020, that means the deliverable is not yet due, and no progress should be reported at this time. However, in the future, the person who is responsible for the action, the owner, must come into the action tracker and update the status. If the action has had no progress, they can mark this and it will turn the action red. Some progress will turn it yellow. Action achieved will turn it green. If there has been progress on the action, the owner is also expected to provide a status explanation describing what the progress of that action is or why there hasn't been any progress on the action. In the last field, it is possible to enable SMS notifications. This will send automatic messages to the mobile phone of the action owner. Once you are done inputting all of the criteria into the action item, you can click on Create to create the new action. Pause the video now and create an action in the action tracker. But please make sure you are on the demo site, as you do not want to create an action in the real system. You can pause the video now. How to update an existing action. To edit an existing action, you must first select the action that you would like to edit by clicking anywhere on the row of the action. This will highlight the action in light blue. Once the action is selected, click on the pencil under Manage Action Items. This will bring up the Edit Action Item window. From here, you can change the various fields in the action item. Importantly, the action owner is responsible for updating the status of the action item from this drop-down menu. In this example, there had been some progress. Let's pretend that some time has passed and the action has now been achieved. I can now click on Action Achieved, and this action item will turn green in the action tracker. Now that the action is achieved, I can actually update the status explanation and provide a status report on the action. In this example, we are talking about a Penta 3 vaccination campaign in 3 priority districts. So we can say, for example, the vaccination campaign has been completed in all 3 districts. And now I can update. You will see that the color changed from yellow to green and the status explanation has been updated. Pause the video now and go to the Scorecard web platform to repeat what you have learned. Return to the video and click play when you are ready to continue. You can now pause. How to use the Excel template to add new actions or modify existing actions. Another way to add new actions or edit existing action items is to download the Excel template. First, click on the Import button in the right panel. Then click on Download Excel. Open the Excel and you can update any of the fields that you can see. For example, here the action item had no progress. Let's pretend that there had been some progress on this action item. From the Excel, even if I'm offline, I can now update the status of this action, and I can update the status explanation. Now I can save my file, and I can go back to the action tracker once I have an internet connection to upload the Excel file. Upload the Excel file by clicking Import and then clicking Upload Excel and selecting the file for upload. Pause the video now and go to the Scorecard web platform to repeat what you have learned. Return to the video and click play when you are ready to continue. You can now pause. This now concludes part 3 of the Scorecard web platform training on the Action Tracker.